I've never met a person in India who doesn't know the name of Swami Vivekananda. And I've met a lot of people. That's why I say in my book that after reading the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda, I was forced to read about him by myself. So I was walking through my school's corridor and I saw a photo frame. It was a good photo frame with a thought. I read the thought. It was, "Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached." I saw the great person. He was a monk. I was shocked. How can a monk say this? Because monks are supposed to say something that is hard to understand, hard to imply. My mom told me about a monk. He didn't add anything from last 40 years and he is still alive. And seeing this word of the monk, I was shocked. I was fascinated. Those days I was searching for someone to write on. And I started giving my time, actually a lot of time, years, to understand what Vivekananda exactly said. What made him so big, and got to know, my friends, that whatever he said at that time which made him so big is still applicable in today's society. The Vivekananda's ideology is still applicable in today's society. He enlightened the whole world with his thoughts, aspects, perspectives, great ideas, wise ideas, practical ideas in each and every aspect of a person's life. Let's see some of them to understand how practical they are, and then we will move towards the topic which I and you are most fascinated about, that is success, goals and career. In goals and career, Vivekananda has a very, very clear advice. He says, have a goal and stick to it. Having a purpose in life is very important, and we will talk about that later. In finance, he says, a person has to be money lover in order to earn money, but not money obsessed. This quote beautifully explains everything. It says, hey, whoever saw money makes the man. It's the man who makes the money. The whole world has been made by the energy of man, by the power of enthusiasm, by the power of faith. In health, he says, health is strength. I was not keeping a strict eye on my health from a long time. Before 1 month of writing this TED talk, I was sick. I was in bed. I realized the importance of health, and also that health is strength. Vivekananda himself developed a lot of disease in not so old age, and this was also the reason of his early medical reason of his early death. So he strictly says that you must keep a strict eye on your health. Let everything else be subordinate to that. The last one, relationships. Relationships are a very important part of life. Vivekananda has said things about it. He said, relationships are of two types, love and hate. If someone loves you or hates you, both are in your favor. If someone loves you, you are in person's heart. If someone hates you, you are in person's mind. This quote beautifully explains the meaning of relationship in our daily life. It says, relationships are more important than life, but it is important to have life in them. So this was quite an overview of Vivekananda's ideology in different perspective of a person's life. Let's jump into success, the most important one. Years ago, I thought stretching the body is yoga. But then I got to know there are 4 types of yogas. And these 4 types of yogas are the 4 paths to reach the meaning and purpose of life. These 4 yogas are Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga is the thing we want to understand totally, completely. But let's see what Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga and Jnana Yoga are. Bhakti Yoga is basically when a person devotes himself or herself in the devotion of a person, thought, entity, belief, anything. Raj Yoga is when someone got a complete control, a complete rule, a complete Raj over his own body and mind. Jnana Yoga is the attainment of knowledge, the wisdom, enlightenment. Arguably Buddha followed this path. The last one is Karma Yoga, the most applicable one, the most relevant one to us, because it is finding the purpose and meaning of life through work. What we do, we work, right? It's for modern society. Let's understand what it is. The one who is following Karma Yoga can be called as Karma Yogi. the person will be happy, will be successful. This is definite. What is Karma Yoga? So to understand Karma Yoga, let's divide success into two parts. Primary success, okay, and then secondary success. Primary success is basically the non-materialistic and totally controllable part of the success. On the other hand, secondary success is materialistic and non-controllable part of the success. Now, if a person focuses more on primary success and less on secondary success, that person can be called as Karma Yogi, the one who is following Karma Yoga. This person will be happy, will be successful. Yes, you can ask me the logic behind it, I will tell you. Suppose let's know what is primary success. Let's know. So you are doing a work, sense of achievement, sense of satisfaction, sense of happiness, sense of delightment. These are the things which you can call primary success. They are in your control, non-materialistic things. You can always get it. It's in your hand to get it or not get it. If you will do the work in a very, very great manner, you will always get that. On the other hand, secondary success is name, fame, money. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you not get it. Harsh truth, but true. Suppose a musician. A musician makes a piece of music. Completing this piece of music gives him a sense of satisfaction, sense of achievement. Listening to his own music gives him a sense of happiness, sense of delightment. If this musician makes that piece of music and that piece of music becomes famous, he will get secondary success, name, fame and money. But while making the music, if this musician will focus on primary success, but not on secondary success or less on secondary success, his quality of work will be the best because he is devoted to the work. He is working for the happiness, for the satisfaction, for the achievement. His quality of work will be the best, so his probability of getting secondary success will increase. But if musician will focus on secondary success, if he is focusing on secondary success, name, fame and money while making the music, his quality of work will not be the best and it will decrease his chances of getting secondary success. It is relatable. It's not just applicable in this case, but it is applicable to each and every case throughout the world. Like in my case, I'm a writer. I write books. If while writing the book, I will think about name, fame, money, even giving a TED talk, my quality of work that I am producing will not be the best. And the probability of getting secondary success, name, fame and money in this TED talk will decrease. But I will focus on the satisfaction I get after reading my own line, my own paragraph, my own page, having the book in my hand, my own book. If I will focus on that, the quality of work will be the best. And chances of getting secondary success will increase. But why we are focusing on primary success? Why we are not just, thinking about name, fame and money and doing the work? Actually, here is the unfortunate of our human society that each and every individual can't get secondary success each and every time. This is unfortunate, a truth that we should all accept. You have to stick to your work for a very long run and not get anything in return. No secondary success for a long time. Examples are just there in history. Just go and check. Again, unfortunate of human society is each and every individual can't do the work they love to do. What about them? Someone is a lawyer, someone is a corporate worker, someone is a cab driver, he don't like it. How can he feel the primary success? Here is a fact. Each and every work in the whole human society you must focus on it. There is primary success in that work. Non-materialistic happiness in the work. You are just ignoring it. If you are a cab driver, you are a corporate office worker, you are a lawyer, a doctor, anything. You are contributing something to human society. You are helping somebody in order to get something. You are responsible for someone at your home and you are working for them. Maybe you are responsible for yourself. You are not just seeing the relation between you and work, that works make you survive. It's a big relation. There is a sense of non-materialistic happiness in each and every work that person should focus. If he will focus on that, he will not suffer to get secondary success. He will lovingly work to get secondary success. That's why Gita says, कर्म किए जा फल की चिंता मत कर. Keep doing the work, don't worry about the fruit. Gita and I are not saying you to forget about secondary success, forget about name, fame. No, you want it. You extremely want it. This is necessity to you. But if you will focus on this and work, if you will only focus on this and then work, you will not get it. Or you will not happily get it. To get it, you have to create some actual value. You have to work for the work, for the satisfaction, for the achievement, for the happiness, for the satisfaction. That is important. So, the two unfortunates of human society are that each and every individual can't do the work they love to do. And each and every individual can't get secondary success each and every time. But a fortunate of human society is each and every individual can be happy, can be successful, can be a karma yogi by following karma yoga. Maybe following karma yoga sounds like going into mountain, doing something undoable, but it's not. It's just finding purpose and being happy. It's just working and being happy. The whole human society, each and every individual of the human society can now fly, can now run, can now walk, crawl towards their goal. And now I can, confidently say this. Sisters and brothers of the world, to you, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you. This was Sarvjeet Soni.